Good evening. This is an important evening for all of us. This is the evening that we will commit ourselves to change the politics, the local politics of Georgetown. Before us, we have the new councillors of Georgetown. And from these new councillors, we'll have the deputy mayor and the mayor of Georgetown. Comrades, if you want to win, you have to start by believing in yourselves and believing that you can make the change. For 57 years, the PNC, and afterwards they shrouded themselves into what is called the APNU. They held on to Georgetown. They mismanaged Georgetown. Georgetown went downhill under the PNC. They had a stranglehold on the people of Georgetown. In effect, Georgetown became their public convenience. They could have done anything in Georgetown and get away with it because they had the people voting for them. Whether they do good, whether they do bad, the people voted for them. I lived in Georgetown for many years, and I don't know who was my councillor. I know the mayor, because from time to time you see the photograph of the mayor in the newspaper. And by the same reason I knew the deputy mayors. I did not know who was my councillor. But we have a set of people here today who already show to you, the people of Georgetown, that they are connected with you because they walk the length and breadth of their communities, going house to house and meeting all the households. That is what local government politics is all about. You have to be connected with the people because only way you will know what is hurting, what are the concerns of the people, is if you're connected with the people. We have today Guyanese, young and not so young, from diverse background in terms of race and in terms of business. You know, some of them are businessmen, some of them are professionals in their own right. And you know what? All of us, and they too, share an interest in making Georgetown a better place for all of us. You know, I just came from a meeting, and I told them that I grew up knowing that there were concrete drains throughout Georgetown, and we lived to see those drains become filled. And a generation after me only knew that it was concrete drains when the prisoners came to clean in their community. Shame on the city council. Shame on the city council. Comrades, Georgetown was always known as the Garden City. The APNU AFC made it what? The Garbage City. And we have to change that. And the only way we can change it is by voting them out of office. We at central government will continue to design the projects and programs for all of Guyana because we believe in one Guyana. You know, our president is overseas right now. He should have been addressing you this evening, but he's representing Guyana as they meet, the CARICOM heads of government meet with the Vice President of the United States of America in Bahamas. And that's why I'm here. So we have a president who believes in one Guyana, bringing development to all the people of Guyana, wherever they're located, wherever they live. And you know what? Georgetown must be part of that development. Georgetown must be part of that development. We cannot have a central government that is allocated. Let me acknowledge the president of our General Secretary and Vice President, Dr. Brigadier. You know what? Both of us were at the same meeting. Both of us at the same meeting, and then I came over here before him. So he's here with us now. And you'll be listening to him after you finish listening to me. You know what? We cannot have a city council that refuses to work with the central government. That is disharmony. What we need in Guyana, and more so what we need in Georgetown, the only city in Guyana, the capital city in Guyana, is harmony. We need a leadership at the local government level, at the municipal level here in Georgetown, that is ready to work with central government to ensure that Georgetown benefit from all the development plans and programs that we've designed for this entire Guyana. Comrade, this is a time of accelerated development, social and economic development in Guyana. This is a time where we are building out the physical infrastructure in Guyana in an accelerated manner. And Georgetown must benefit from it. We have many programs in health, in housing, in water and hygiene, road construction. Every village throughout the length and breadth of Guyana will have road improvement because we have 2,500 roads on a list that we will deliver to all the people of Guyana. Whether it be no roads or repairing existing roads, we will deliver to the people of Guyana before December 2025. We are aware that there are many roads in Georgetown that needs attention. We are working, and we want to work with a city council that is ready to work with us. Not with a city council that wants to play politics with your life and livelihood, with the welfare of the people of Georgetown. You know, our president reached a point where he decided with his cabinet ministers that we will go out and clean up Georgetown. Every time we announce and we mobilize and we do the cleanup of Georgetown, there is no councillor from the APNU, there is no mayor, there is no deputy mayor to accompany us in cleaning up Georgetown. If they had the interests of Georgetown at heart, they would put aside politics and join those cleanup campaigns. Because the reason why we embarked on those cleanup campaigns is because of the mismanagement of that city council, headed by a mayor. And you know, our mayor knows that he's on his way out. So he took a trip to Kenya. And you know what? In Kenya, they regard him as the leader of the opposition in Guyana and future president of Guyana. So he is in Kenya right now, on his way out as mayor, but he is the future president of Guyana and the leader of the opposition. That tells you a lot about what's happening in the APNU right now as I speak. They have madness. They have a leadership crisis, right? They have members of parliament who are sitting in the House of Assembly next to the leader of the APNU, Mr. Norton, who, by a corner shop, is saying that he will not be the leader for the election in 2025. So you see, how can you vote for people, a set of people who have disharmony, disunity among themselves? If you vote for them, it means that it will not be 57 years of mismanagement. It will be more years added to the 57 years of mismanagement. And we have to put a stop to this mismanagement right now. These are the people who will be leading Georgetown come June the 12th. Once you put your X next to the cup, vote for the PPPC. Vote for the PPC and vote these people out. Comrades, this is serious business. And I tell a rally in Port Kaituma, this is not just about coming out and wearing the red T-shirt. This is about getting the message over to everybody in your household. Get the message over to all in your neighborhood that now is the time. It is about time that we get these people out of City Hall. The government is spending just about 900 million Guyana dollars to restore City Hall. And we do not want to restore City Hall for the continuation of management of the city business. A new and restored City Hall must have a new and installed mayor and city council. These are the people here. These are the people here who must take over City Hall and take us to the next level. No longer must Georgetown be a garbage city. No longer must we going downhill with these people at City Hall who only have their own self-interest. Anything that can be sold, they're putting their hands on it and they're selling it and filling their pockets. We don't want that. We want transparency. We want accountability. We want commitment from the people who will be running City Hall. And that's why we have this formidable group of candidates here that we spent a long time, our General Secretary, our President, and the leadership of the PPPC spent a long time interviewing, meeting, and putting together this group. This group, after they were named, they went with many of the ministers to every home, as I mentioned. Every home, listening to the people. So you have a group that is committed. You have a group that is already connected to the people. You have a group that already vowed that they will operate at a higher level of service, a higher level of transparency, a higher level of accountability for the people of Georgetown. Now you have to do your part. Put your X next to the cup. And remember, when you vote X next to the cup, and then you have the candidate at the bottom that you vote. So it's 2 times you voted, right? You aware of that? If you understand that, ensure everybody in your neighborhood, your neighbor, know how to vote. And there's only one way they can vote. Vote PPPC. And vote for change. Vote for a better Georgetown. Vote for a Georgetown that will no longer be deemed the garbage city, that will regain its glory as the garden city. Comrades, you know the mayor loves to say, the outgoing mayor or the gone out mayor, he loves to say we got oil. You know, I agree with him, we got oil, right? Whether you want to call it oil or I call it oil, what he wants to say is that we got money. But you know what? We don't want the money to be mismanaged and misused. The money that will be given to City Council, these youngsters and not so young guys and girls out here, will ensure that the money is spent in your best interest to improve the welfare and the well-being of you, the people in Georgetown. When you go to a medical center, when you go to a daycare, when you go to City Hall, or you go to any facility run by the City Council, you will see improvement once you vote for this group. So I endorse this group. I have the General Secretary here who's waiting to address you. And let's give this group a round of applause and vote for them come June the 12th.